fans on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is TJ Logan to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Covington in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now they run with Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. On 1st down, it's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense.
Mixon hit and the ball is out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now it's Roethlisberger. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackles.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy, hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw here, Roethlisberger.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here we go!
To throw on second is Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Vontaze Burfict in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go!
From the gun, here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. It's Roethlisberger. And Eifert has it. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 44-yard line. With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Green brings it in. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. On 1st down, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the 50, it's Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Now he'll escape to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to air one out. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Roethlisberger. And Green with a catch left side. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Christian Covington in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead.
It's caught at the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Escaping the pressure. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Watson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break. Watson, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Watson, option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Here's Watson. Rolling to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right and avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Foreman, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. The catch made by Miller. And he gets this one all the way way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flushed out right, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, here's Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Watson. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vontaze Burfict in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Here's Watson looking to throw on second down. Now he steps away. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Mike Morgan in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Green's got it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It's good for a Steeler 1st down. Roethlisberger to Coates. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Following the fumble recovery, Watson looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Back to throw, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now Watson throwing on first down. Looking deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win? Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And the Steelers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing again is Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Texans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing it.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Shaq Thompson in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And he motions the wide receiver. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Watson hands this to Foreman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Yeah, this is caught by Hayward-Bay. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Texans on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And he finds Hayward-Bay. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
No, check, Patrick.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Looking to throw. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers, because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Well, the Steelers on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Mixon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run with Mixon. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, there's the danger of selling out on 4th and short. So many guys flood the line of scrimmage that you're left very thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels. And they took big advantage of it there. Not just picking up a first down, but ripping off a huge gain on top of it.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys?